I'm Mixer Giant, and this is top 10 characters we want to see in Young Justice. And I'll leave a link to help support the show and to help make sure the show doesn't get canceled again down below. To plus Nightwing out more, you need to do more of some of his villains, so you would need to do Heartless. You can use him to introduce Nightwing's relationship to Bloodhaven in the show, and Nightwing's sister. Number 9, the Force Users. The Forces are different elemental forces. The supervillains could use some evil speeches because the Justice League has so many speeches. And it would help flesh out the Flash more if you used more of his supervillains. And because you already saw other Tornado Twins in the show, you can introduce the future version of them into the show. It would be nice you introducing the other Force users because of it being good there being other forces in the Flash. And you can also use them to introduce Gemini, who are a good supervillain couple. Number 8, Goldface and Blacksmith. Goldface used to be a Green Lantern villain, but then he became a Flash villain. He was killed for killing a Green Lantern's father, and him used to being a cop and him having a heart of gold. Blacksmith is his wife. Number 7, the other Flash villains. Bloodwork has blood powers. And Paradox could be a godlike villain that they fight in the show. You can do Black Hole as an evil organization they fight against in the show. And you need to combine the Arrowverse version of Cicada with the comic book version of Cicada. Number 6, manga Batman villains. Good for Batman to have a gorilla villain as well as guy like with Greg. But Deathman is a good villain because of him not being able to die. And the other gorilla villains from the show would go great with Greg and or Deathman. Number 5, more Blue Beetle characters. If you do the math, thanks in Silverback, you would be able to do more Blue Beetle supervillains in the show. And you can just make it the Isis you saw in the show was this was version of the Silver Scarab. And if you did Red Beetle in the show, you would have been able to do all the versions of the Beetle in this show. And she was already inspired by the original Blue Beetle Type Court, who you already saw on the show. And you'd also need to do Kitty Hawk because of them being friends. Number 4, General Dinosaur because of you doing a time travel storyline. Number 3, more Ice villains. Because of Ice villains being one of the most iconic kinds of villains in DC, it would be good for Wonder Woman's Ice villains to become iconic in her world, Scary. And if they did these Ice villains, then they would have did all the Ice villains in the DC universe in this show. With Minister Blizzard, you can make it that he rules over a secret part of the world in the Arctic. And with him wanting to kill Wonder Woman because of her stopping him from taking it over. And with him usually working together with the Blue Snow Woman. Number 3, more superheroes. You can do the original version of Gangbuster. After Superman used identity to get close to some supervillains. Then you can make Black Alice and Misty Knight Zatanna's proteges in the show. Number 2, Black Adam's family and Titans East. You can just do that Black Adam came back from the alien kingdom and took over his home country of Kondak. And you doing the story of how he got his wife Isis and his brother-in-law Osiris. And in the comic books, one of the reasons why Mary Marvel turned evil was because of Black Adam, so you can make it that one of the reasons why she becomes good again in the show is because of Black Adam. And Osiris was a member of Titans East with Joker's daughter and Riddler's partner. And they could also have Two-Face's version of Harley Quinn. And because of it being made out of supervillain partners, it could be the light supervillain version of the Justice League's The Team. Before I review our top pick, here's a few honorable mentions. Number 1, more Teen Titans characters. You need Kid, Red Kid, and Angel for the supervillains. Then with the superheroes, you can make them part of the team, like with Thunder and Lightning. And I would go with the version of them from the original Teen Titans cartoon show. And you would also need Hotspot and Wildebeest. Because of Hotspot being more iconic than ever because of him showing up in DC Rebirth. And because of them going good together. And I would go with the version of them from the original Teen Titans cartoon show. And Panther because of her having Wildebeest DNA. And it was bad the way she died in the comic books. And her appearing in Injustice could be just a sign that honestly needs to start appearing in the comics again as a member of the Teen Titans. Do you agree with that, Captain Liz?
No.
Please tell me more ideas from the other videos you want me to do.